There's one thing that I really believe that Christians need now more than ever before, and I want to talk about that in this video. The reason this thought came to mind is because of what was happening in my own life. I was feeling a bit flat last week. I was feeling a bit drained spiritually last week. And I want to ask you the question, are you in that place right now? Are you in that place where you're feeling really drained? You're feeling maybe apathetic. You're not really feeling excited to know God more and to live for God. I reckon there might be a reason for this. I was thinking about the things that I've been consuming lately when I've had spare time, the types of videos that have come up, and so many of those things have been things that are exposing error, things that are wrong, things that are messed up, or things that are over sensationalized. And you click on a video, there's so many of those types of videos out there, and they promise so much, but they deliver so little, and you come away from it feeling drained. It hasn't nourished your spirit. It hasn't given you life. All it's done is given you a dopamine hit, and you come away from it not feeling any closer to God or any more inspired to live the Christian life. And oftentimes you can come away feeling depressed because of so much negativity. Now, I believe there's a time and a place for all of these things, but I don't believe God calls us to focus on consuming all of these things all the time. I believe that the focus of the Christian should be something far more inspiring and something far deeper. I think to myself of the times that I felt the most alive in God is when I'm getting into His Word, when I'm reading devotionals, deep devotionals by people like Andrew Murray or E.M. Bounds, and it's just inspiring something in me. It's sparking a fire in me to want to live the higher Christian life, to want to surrender, to want to know God more, to want to become more like Him. And when my mind's consumed with those things, I feel so alive and I'm a different person. But we need to train ourselves to do that because it's not as appealing to the flesh as some of those other things which are out there. And I thought to myself, there are so many videos out there on these other things. You know what? I know what I'm called to do. I'm called to communicate who God is, to help people to be inspired to know Him more, to become more like Jesus, to live from a place of freedom, not a place of bondage, so that people will actually have a practical difference in their life and live that out and have an impact in the world. That's what I'm excited about. And what we need to do, what Christians need more than ever, is not to just be focusing on what's wrong with this or what's the problem with this or all of that, but to actually just be getting excited about who God is, to be getting excited about their relationship with God, to be getting excited about God's plans for your life, who you can become, what He's called you to do. And there's a verse which I think many Christians find very boring, but this verse came to mind as I was thinking about this video. Philippians 4, verse 8, it says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things." And I think to myself, how many people think about those things compared to how many people think about all of those things that are a problem, those things that are wrong, those things that are terrible. And it just contaminates our soul. It just grieves our soul. It just dries us up rather than nourishing us and giving us life. And I just want to encourage you, what are the things that you're consuming right now? There are so many great sermons out there for people like David Wilkerson or Leonard Ravenhill or Paul Washer and all of these sermons about knowing God more, about becoming more like Him, about surrendering more, experiencing the depths of that Christian life, and of course, getting into the Word of God, not for the purpose of learning simply theology or anything like that, but to know Him more, to become more like Him, to see your identity in Him, and to be excited and inspired about living that out. So that's what I want to challenge you to do. Find some great devotional books, sit there, nourish yourself with these things, and then all of a sudden you're going to move from a place of feeling down, of unmotivated, of apathetic, to a place of being inspired and motivated to want to live more for God, and to feeling more alive, and to feeling more of God. So I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you've been consuming those things. It's so easy to do. But I just want to encourage you to get into more of those other things which are going to nourish you and give you life. And that's what I really want to do on this channel, is create more and more videos like that. And you're going to come away from them feeling like, wow, you know, I want to know God more. I want to become more like Jesus, and I'm excited about what He has for me. And I pray that God would work through me to help me to accomplish that in these videos. Leave your comment below. Would love to hear from you where you've been at in regards to this, and I look forward to talking to you very soon. God bless you, friends.